Welcome to Tribal Council. Once again, we will bring in the members of our jury. The final three just competed in the final immunity challenge here in Poveglia. Remember, guys, back on the first episode, you guys were all planning the don't rush and how you guys were going to work together to pull off this infected type of TikTok video. And you guys finished tonight with one of the most difficult challenges in iSurvivor history. We're going to start Tribal Council off for the final time with some question and answers. We'll start with Jabbar.
Yes.
So I wish we streamed that challenge, even though it would have been boring in my mainstream, but just for your reaction when I announced that you won. That was amazing. How did you feel in that moment?
Oh my gosh, it felt so, it felt really, really powerful. It's my first immunity win. It came at the most important time. And like after listening to the rites of passage, like how passionate Hugo and Erica, like just how they fed off of each other at the rites of passage and like just the energy, I knew that it was do or die for me coming into that challenge. So like to actually hear like, congratulations, Jabbar, you won. I was like, oh my goodness, I was able to fight for my life and I pulled it out and I'm extremely grateful for that.
So you pretty much, after the rites of passage, thought, wow, if I don't win this, I am Toasty McToasterson.
At 100%.
And now you are not only safe at this tribal council, but you know that you are in the final two. You will get to plead your case to the jury. How does it feel just looking back at everything you've been through?
I'm kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Pre-game jitters, but at this point, either I win or I don't. So I'm really excited, and I'm really nervous, but the hard part.
Before that nervousness really gets to set in, you actually have the biggest decision of the game.
Yes.
Tonight, all in your hands. What happened after you won immunity? Fill me in, because I wasn't there the whole time, and maybe just some of the jury might want to hear.
So what happened after immunity was basically I gave Hugo and Erica the same respect that I would like if I was in their position. Like I just asked them if they wanted to call on the Skype chat. So like, we can basically hash it out in front of one another instead of having a 5-minute separate call with Hugo, a 5-minute separate call with Erica. I just rather do it all in one setting. And like they basically each gave their pitches.
After that call, like before trouble started, did you leave it feeling, all right, I think I have a decision, or are you still like up in the air right now?
I think I'm still up in the air, quite actually.
Jabbar, again, congratulations and good luck making your decision.
Yeah.
Erica, how does it feel hearing Jabbar say it's still up in the air? How are you feeling right now?
I mean, well, I'm nervous. I really want to make it to the end. Congratulations to Jabbar, because that challenge was seriously so hard. I don't know what I was doing out there. But yeah, he's got a tough decision to make. I don't know. The fact that he says it's still up in the air. I thought I was the obvious choice, right? Like the whole jury voted me like never gonna win this game, like all the like negative feedback. Like I thought I was a shoo-in to be dragged to the final two. So the fact that it's still up in the air makes me nervous.
What is it about Hugo that makes him a better candidate if it's still up in the air?
Let's see. I think Jabbar. Let's see. I think Jabbar is better off. Wait, what's your question? I'm sorry.
Like, if you think that you were a shoo-in, but it's up in the air, so what is it about Hugo, whether it's something positive or negative, that like makes it up in the air, makes it to where you're not a shoo-in anymore? Maybe he's gonna take Hugo. Maybe Hugo
is the right choice for him after all. Maybe because he hasn't had a vote since like very early on in the merge, so it could appear that he hasn't been much of a target. He hasn't had to do a whole lot to stay in the game. That's kind of the case. He tried to plead to Jabbar during our little recess. But I don't know. I don't know if that's really going to come across to the jury.
What do you think?
Oh, I think Hugo's going to be tough to beat, of course. I mean, I didn't think I could win against Hugo. He's been a really good player. He's played idols, he's played powers. He took out Chrissy single-handedly. Well, I voted Chrissy too. It wasn't him alone, but he's been he's a really talented player. So
Hugo, same question, but to Erica. Why would Erica be a better candidate to take to the final two, whether it's something negative or positive?
Why would Erica be better, or why would I be better?
Both. You can answer both.
Well, the fact remains that I haven't had a single vote, or maybe I have had and somebody else did. No, I haven't had a single vote this entire time. So the amount of gameplay possible has gone from, you know how Drake has the famous song 0 to 100 real quick, and then it's like, mine's the exact opposite. It went from straight 100 to 0 because I can't vote, and it's very weird being alive in the game. But it's like, all right, the most fundamental aspect of the game is voting, and I can't even do that. And so when I try to talk to people about gameplay, there's like, realistically, there's no reason for them to ever talk to me because, let's face it, I can't vote. So why the hell would I tell you? Why the hell would I tell me anything? So there was that, and then the fact that I quite literally was dragged all the way here.
Do you really believe that, though, or is that just what your selling point? Do you really believe that one of these two people dragged you here? Or did other people who got voted off all have a hand in dragging you here?
Oh, everybody that voted ever since the Chrissy vote had a hand in dragging me all the way here. Every single one of them. They just happened to be gone. They just happened to be voted off before me. They all had a hand in it. Whether it's like, oh yeah, Hugo really is a sack of potatoes right now, and we're going to drag him because he can't vote. Or it's like, Hugo's actually a threat. Oh, but it's this other person.
Was playing that satchel, because that's sort of been your story, was playing that satchel of parchments, you wouldn't, maybe in an alternate timeline, you would be still here in the final three if you didn't play the satchel of parchments, but in this timeline, you playing those parchments that night aided in you being here. Isn't that a move in itself?
Yeah, that is a move in itself. Quite frankly, it's a very flashy move. But then after that, the
flash diminished because you couldn't vote, pretty much.
Yeah, it's just one of the most, like I said, the fundamental aspect of the game is to vote, regardless of whether you're in the most vulnerable position or in the most powerful position. You do have the right to vote, but that aspect of the game was taken away from me because of my own, however the hell I played it. And so, for better or for worse, I'm here, but the way I got here wasn't written in any way, shape, or form that I would have liked to be here.
Got it. Do any of you two, because Erica, Hugo, do you guys have anything that you want to say to each other about what each other just said? Do you have anything to say to Jabbar before we get to the happenings of what needs to happen? Or Jabbar, do you have something to get off your chest after hearing them speak, since you did speak first? If you have anything that you want to clear up, ask them, or forever hold your peace, guys.
I'm still torn. It's so hard. The thing is, I think that Hugo had like a better first half of the merge. Very flashy, very everything that you want to see, beautiful. Hugo has the power of persuasion. There's something in those words. He's very dangerous. And if I take him to the end, I don't know what rabbit he's going to pull out of his hat next. Erica is somebody who was pegged on the outs. She technically got voted out at the final 7, but somehow was able to infiltrate an Alliance of 5 at that point because Hugo couldn't vote. And she helped us turn on each other by lying and deceiving, and she had a much better second half. So now I'm conflicted on, do I vote out the person who had the much better first half or the person who had the much better second half? And I think that that's where I'm personally conflicted at.
Any response?
I have something to say to both Jabbar and Erica. First to Jabbar, I will tell you what I've told Erica countless times since the beginning of the game. I trust your judgment, and whatever happens, no hard feelings. Whatever your call is, I trust your judgment. Erica, wow, didn't expect to actually say this. You've been the best partner I could have had since day one. Thank you for playing this game with me. I'll see you on the flip side.
Okay. Oh, you guys. Hugo, you've been the best. And Jabbar, no hard feelings either way. Sandy, it's been a great game.
Gonna save my tears for tomorrow because there will be many of them. So I'm really trying to hold it together. For the last time, Erica, your vote obviously tonight is gonna have to be for Hugo. Hugo does have a vote tonight, or would have had a vote tonight. Thank you, Sophie, for playing her Resurrection Idol, adding a new round into the game. Hugo, you used up all your parchments up until tonight. If you had one, you would have had a parchment. Unfortunately, your guys' votes cancel each other out. Jabbar, you have the final vote tonight. It's time to cast it.
Casted it after listening to everything and thinking about everything.
All right, I will go tally the votes. I'll be right back, or the votes.
I do want to say, Hugo and Erica, obviously, like, you guys started together. And I was never going to be able to infiltrate the feelings you clearly have for each other, but I am very appreciative that, like, you know, I was able to sit here and share that rite of passage and those emotions with you. So.
It's been great, Jabbar. I've loved playing with you since, 3 rounds ago when we started playing together.
Once the vote is read, the decision is final. Person voted out tonight will round out our jury of 10. You'll have a say tomorrow night and who wins this game. For the final time in this setting, I will read the votes. One and only vote. Erica. Erica, my dear, you need to bring your torch. The tribe has spoken.
I heard him.
You know how amazing you are. You know, I need you to know how much you've grown in this game. Go back and watch your confessionals from episode 1 and compare it to the last confessional that you posted. Completely different people. I feel like you found some energetic, competitive spark within this game, and by the end, you were shining so freaking bright. Jabbar put it perfectly that you had an amazing end game, Erica, and I do think you would have had a fantastic shot of winning this game had you not just gotten voted out. Whether that's a good decision for Jabbar or not, you have to be determined. But I need you to know how much I appreciate for your first time playing my game. 3rd place, girl, you have nothing to be upset about. Well, I mean, obviously you want to win, but Erica, you brought such a specialness to this game, literally.
Thank you. Thank you, Sandy. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. You're off to the jury, guys. Treat her well. She's an amazing person. Ponderosa for you, and I will see you tomorrow night at the Final Tribal Council, Erica. Gentlemen, both of you with your hands on your face, you know what that means? Finalists. One of you are about to win iSurvivor 34 Poveglia. It's been a spooky season. This island has brought so much. It's brought life, it's brought death, it's brought paranormal activity, and one of you will have survived it all. It's now up to faces like Josh, Katie, Aisha. They will decide which one of the two of you deserve the title. I will see all of you tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for the live finale reunion. It's going to be great, but only one of you gentlemen is going to take the title. Have a great evening. Go celebrate. Pat yourselves on the back. Gone as far as you can go. It's in the hands of those who've gone before you. Congratulations, gentlemen.